Okay, great.
Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? Well, today, celebrating the new name of my podcast, Relaxed and Raunchy Relationships. Woohoo! As I shared with my guest today, previous name, I couldn't even pronounce it because it's so long. It was so descriptive, right? Now I'm really happy. Thank you to
Yeah.
my coach. We worked together on a punchy sort of title, Relaxed and Raunchy Relationships. I hope you like it. And today I'm accompanied by a very special guest from Ontario, Canada. Normally my guests are from Australia, but now, I'm reaching global people.
Branching
Not
out
being
worldwide.
Yes, not being discriminative and, keep it small with Australian people.
Yeah, there you go. You gotta love our Canadians. Gotta love our Canadians.
That's right.
Yeah,
So
awesome.
Scott Manduck is my guest today, and he's very passionate in helping people around the world with self-directed healthcare and prevention. Oh, I always say prevention is better than cure to my people.
Absolutely.
Yes. And his family has gone through some health challenges over the past 9 years and has opened up their eyes to more of an holistic approach. Now, if you have worked with me before, beautiful people, you know that my approach is always holistic. Yes, I am the relationship coach. Yes, I'm passionate about relationship. And yes, I make people relax through my touch. But I always refer people to, hey, what about you add this to your healthcare or self-care routine, because that will help you heal more holistically. So it's not just about my expertise, but also about other people's expertise. That's why I invite Scott here, so we can learn a little bit more on how to, add on a more holistic approach to your self-care, right? And also to have fun. Don't forget that. Right.
Absolutely. That's what we're
So
here for.
welcome, Scott.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ingrid, for having me here. And Ingrid is the founder and the relationship coach of Chief Relaxation Officer of, it's a weird name, I know it. It's KAHYANGAN.
Oh, perfect. Yay, Kayangan. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. And she's been a relationship coach for over 11 years and a spa therapist for 21 years. So you must be what, 24 years old now, Ingrid? 25, right?
Have you found
Mainly,
my secret of youth yet?
you must use essential oils. No, I'm just teasing you.
I do.
Yeah, there you go. That a girl. And mainly in five-star hotel spas in Sydney. So she's used to looking after thousands of highly stressed clients from all over the world. She practices Kangen Yen in 5 docks from clients at homes, offices, hotel rooms, online. You're everywhere. And now worldwide in Canada. Her work is focused on stress, relaxation, and relationships. She has a kind soul, always seeking to reach out to support the healing process of many stressed people, broken, lonely, broken-hearted people, stressed out. Parenting is obviously stressful, loving couples, and of course, anyone else that you can reach in her path. She does a one-on-one coaching sessions. She does group workshops. She's wellness at work programs for companies to create a better engagements and harmony for their teams, and so much more. Wow, that's a mouthful. That is amazing. So you can just move here, and I'll just let you sit right beside me, and you can just help us, right?
Right. So
Awesome. I
will you
love
be
it.
my pimp?
Yeah. I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's so good.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Welcome, Scott. So I have my first question for you. Why do you do what you do?
Wow, it's a big question. So my reason has actually changed because I've been in printing and marketing my entire life, and just over 9 years ago, our health challenges in our house changed. My wife was dealing with some health issues,
Yep.
and going through Western medicine and all this sort of stuff, you know, the loopholes, and none of the Western doctors talk to each other. So going through
Yeah.
MRIs, ultrasounds,
Yeah.
blood tests, neurologists, doctor's appointments, all these different things, and we couldn't figure out what was going on. So it's funny, we turned to good old Dr. Google and Dr. Facebook, and we started researching, and we just started looking into all these different things, look up different symptoms, and it was like, we still can't figure out what it is.
Ah,
Um, and we still can't figure out what it is. But from 9 years ago to now, it's night and day because we've actually, in the past few years,
yes.
thanks to using holistic remedies
Uh-huh.
like essential oils, which we always now use them on a daily basis. We use probably about 20 to 30 oils a day,
Yep.
um, because of the pure and potency of the oils that we use, which there is a difference, which we'll get into that later. And we have found with a little bit of diet changes to reduce the inflammation in our bodies, which that's a big part of a lot of stuff that we deal with, right?
Mm.
So that's a big part of it. So with that and essential oils, great supplementation.
Mhm.
So the right supplementation, not just any kind of supplements, because your body needs to absorb them properly. And if it's natural, your body naturally wants to absorb it and use the good stuff in it,
Right.
right? So if it has synthetics and fillers and pesticides, our body thinks it's a chemical, which it truly is, and our body's just not going to naturally absorb it and use it. So therefore now you have to detox for the good stuff that you're putting in. So my why really is to help my wife get back to base and get back to where she was. I don't even say I want to get back to where she was, because it's the new person that she wants to be. And
Yes.
that being healthy, energetic, and all that sort of stuff. In the past few years, we've seen her health really get back to, it's moving in the right direction
Yeah.
thanks to using essential oils. We're now 100% off of Lyrica, which is a nerve blocking medication, which is not good. Um, Percocets for pain, antidepressants, all
Yeah.
this sort of stuff. Because you're masking all these things in your body. If you give your body the right tools,
Mm.
and I say that word on purpose, the right tools, your
Mm.
body can heal itself.
Yeah.
Your body has the power to heal itself as long as you give it the right tools,
Yes.
right? So that's kind of our why. And with using, once again, a little bit of diet, essential oils, and we'll get into a little bit more about frequency healing and stuff like that. Our why is really to get our family in a position to feel good, feel
Yeah.
healthy, and on top of that, taking this 9 years of education, self-education, to really figure out what's going on in our bodies, is to
Mm.
really self-educate. Now we educate others around the world. So we have a fairly large team
Yeah.
around us that we can now pull on and push information around the world. So it's really, really good to take something that has happened in our life that is, I don't want to say negative, it's a challenge from
Yeah.
a health standpoint, to now spin it to go, all the things that we've learned, let's share it, because there's so many people out there that are having similar issues and they're stuck,
Yeah.
right? So our big part of the why is self-help here, self-directed healthcare here, but also to push that message out to others
Mm.
to try to help them, because they're grabbing for lines trying to help each other and they just don't know where to go. So the more people I talk to, like yourself, that's naturally from the heart trying to help people, we
Yes.
need to spread that message, right? So that's kind of our why. What's your why? Tell me what you do and why you do what you do.
Right. So I grew up in Indonesia. That's why the name Kayangan from, from the island of Java. I came from Jakarta in Java, Indonesia. So my family were loving, but then I learned a lot from my family on how not to communicate with my partner, how instilling shame and guilt can be so damaging to a child when they grow up, and
Mm,
how living through your child can be so damaging to your child.
mm,
Yeah, so forcing your child to do what you want to do because you haven't done it as a parent, and try to make your child do it because you haven't done it, right? So
absolutely.
anyway, I left Indonesia at the age of 21 to marry my first husband. Um, uh,
That's great.
yeah, moved to Australia. How many years ago? I'm 45 now. I moved when I was 21. So it was a long time ago. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
No, that's great.
And then after 10 years of marriage, I left because it was an abusive relationship. And I gained fun stuff like depression, anxiety, and I lost
Oh
my
yes.
properties, lost my material stuff. But then I gained myself back. I gained Ingrid back. She's like, yay, winning.
Yeah. That's worth more than all of it if you really put it right. Without you in your mind and where that you're supposed to be, it's all material stuff. So you get more of that. Who cares?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Because
you've won the battle.
Yeah, that's right. I'm truly grateful to my ex-husband, really, because through that relationship, I learned a lot of things that I didn't learn in college, for example, or
Yeah,
in high school. I didn't learn that,
yeah,
right? So I'm
absolutely.
truly, truly grateful. And throughout
Yeah.
my self-healing journey, you know, I seek help from a couple of therapists. I went to self-development seminars. I went back to college to study counseling and life coaching. And straight away, I knew that I would be a coach, not a counselor. And straight away,
Great.
I knew that my niche would be in relationship. So now I'm happily married with my second husband, hopefully my last, and I have two
Hopefully. What
kids.
do you mean, hopefully? What do you mean, what's that? I hope he's not listening.
He knows, he knows.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
in our vows, I said like I
I hope you'll be my
oh,
last. Yeah,
no, I didn't say that. I will
yeah,
stay with you as for as long as I can, and
yeah,
then
there you go.
so
Yeah,
not
that's
till death do
perfect.
us part, because I have learned from my experience.
Yeah,
It's a
wow.
work in
That's
progress. It's a work in progress.
absolutely, that's great. That's
And
awesome.
I say to people like I even put myself on, or allow my GP to put myself on antidepressant. Funny that you mentioned antidepressant before, but for a long time I declined to use antidepressant because I knew that I didn't want to be stuck on that. So in my point of view, there is a place for that
Hmm.
antidepressant, because I tried many things and to a degree it didn't work before. So with my post and pre and postnatal depression with my child, then I took that on board only for a little bit, and then I wean myself off it, because I know in myself that I want a more sort of like natural remedies rather than to be on drugs for a long period of time. So
Absolutely.
yeah, throughout my up and down life journey,
Great.
so then now I am more passionate and very compassionate to help others who may be in the similar sort of situation, high stress level, some depression, some anxiety, because I know if you ask for help, then you will get somewhere.
Absolutely. You need to make that mental choice to ask for help.
Yes.
You need to get there first to go, okay, I need help. That's one thing. Two is,
Yes.
okay, who do I ask for help? And three is, hey, you're the person, I need help,
Yeah.
right? And then you get that help, hopefully the guidance and the structure and the mental center that you need to be to get back to reality. I guess you'd call it as reality, the new reality that you're creating or whatever it may be. And that's
Yes.
naturally the way that it happens, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's my story. Now, I would like to ask you some tips. Obviously, we want to learn a thing or two from our guests each time,
There
right?
you go.
Um, how can people live a self-directed healthcare lifestyle?
Um, Very good question, and it's really a broad question because there's so many things that you could be doing. Um, from the basis is we need to get moving,
Mm-hmm.
right? When I say that, we need to physically move. We need to move our body. We need to move our joints. We need to sweat a little bit. We need to get outside and breathe. Even with all the stuff that's going on now,
Mm.
um, and they say stay inside, is just get into your backyard, get outside, get oxygen. Our body needs natural oxygen.
Yeah.
That's a big one. That does quite a that does a lot just on its own, just with that. Now, if we can take that and add a little bit of nutrition to it, where we can reduce the sugars in our body, caffeines, all that sort of stuff that our body has a hard time digesting anyways, because it treats it as a chemical. If we can reduce those items at a very easy level, um, carbs, sugar, caffeines, all those items, you need to live life. So now have a little bit here and there, have a donut, have fun, but just don't make it a normal, you know what, I need to have donuts for breakfast. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if we can get to the basis of that, and then from there, we need to have we need to add nutritional stuff to the foods that we're eating because there's not enough nutrition in the foods that we're eating today.
Mm.
There's not. The food we're eating today, even if it's organic, it's not the same it was when you and I were growing up,
Right.
right? 30 years ago, 40 years ago, it's not the same. So we need to add this extra supplementation into our diet for our bodies to fuel that Lamborghini. We're Lamborghinis. We need to fuel that Lamborghini, right? You can't put carrots into a Lamborghini, and you can't put name a different type of gasoline for the Lamborghini to run at its optimal pace. You just can't do it, right? So
I often refer my body to my Uber drivers as a vintage car. I'm a vintage car. I've been on this earth for some time doing what I do for a long time. I need a lot of maintenance.
there you go. I love it. I love it. And that maintenance could be fun stuff too, of course, right? So with that, like I said, if you have the right supplementation, you're taking enzymes, which a lot of people don't understand what enzymes are. So a very quick example of enzymes is you have a bowl of porridge, like old school porridge, right? It's kind of a dry mix. If you open up a capsule of enzymes into a bowl, one capsule, and you stir it for 5 minutes, it's going to liquefy. So when it liquefies, picture that in your stomach after you eat supper or breakfast or lunch. So after every meal, if you add that enzyme into your regiment, it's going to help digest the food that you're eating and take all the wonderful, great nutrition that you're eating and actually absorb it better into your body. So you're truly absorbing that Lamborghini is going to run better and smoother because of those enzymes, right? So then if you can use a probiotic, which is really good. So the probiotics we use is actually from doTERRA. And from those is a dual capsule. So one will actually help for simple purposes is clean out your guts, if you will. The other portion will go into your lower intestines where a lot of the work gets done. And that happens when you're sleeping. So you take it right before you sleep, right? So it's really, really good there. And then of course we have essential oils. So you can see here, I have a diffuser going. I have a little platter of oils going. There's so many things that can be done with essential oils that people, I'm glad that you use essential oils and you educate people on them because they are so powerful. What a lot of people don't understand is that there's different flavors of essential oils. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole, but I want to make people understand that there are different levels of essential oils. When you go to the grocery store or Walmart or Walgreens or Costco, wherever you go and you do your shopping and it's a healthy store, essential oils from there are not the same as if you actually get a pure therapeutic grade essential oil. It's not. If you read the bottle, and I was just on another conversation this morning, and this was with a pharmacist. So a pharmacist was buying oils from a healthy store. I'm going to call it a healthy store so we don't get in trouble. And they were using peppermint. Just plain old peppermint. Peppermint. Can you take internally peppermint, Ingrid?
You can.
Exactly. So the oil that this person had says you could not take it internally, or you cannot put it topically, but you could diffuse it. So if you diffuse an essential oil, does it get into your body?
Well, it plays on the olfactory system, but not necessarily into your body.
It does get into your body. What you breathe, it goes to your hair, to your nose, you're breathing into your mouth, it gets into your bloodstream. So if you're breathing something that you cannot take internally, like a peppermint, I'm using that as an example because I want to give you the other side of it. You're still putting chemicals into your body. Right? So if you use a pure pure therapeutic grade essential oil that has no synthetics, no fillers, no pesticides, you're now putting a pure peppermint internally. That is good for you. That helps with head tension, helps with digestion, helps cool your body down. That's peppermint. Right? That's the difference between essential oils. So when you're actually doing an actual protocol, if you will, on somebody that is dealing with some kind of ailment, you want to use the most purest form of an essential oil to get that experience.
That's my second husband, by the way.
My second husband. Hopefully there's not a third. I heard.
Did you hear that, Andy? Hopefully there's not a third.
I heard you're a great guy, though.
He is.
There you go. Good answer. So with essential oils, it's super, super important that people understand that, because people are just going to the store saying, essential oils are good for you, I'm going to go do them. Well, stop. You need to understand what you're doing, because it's like having a lavender candle. It smells like lavender doesn't mean you're going to have the therapeutic benefits of a lavender candle. It's very different, right? So it's like having a strawberry but it's not a strawberry, it's a chocolate bar. But it looks like a strawberry, smells like a
Yeah.
strawberry, tastes like strawberry, but it's 100% sugar. Is it good for you? No, right? So we got to be
Right.
careful with that. So with essential oils, you got to really understand the makeup, the chemistry, where they're distilled, where they're grown.
Yeah.
That's super important. So if you
Yeah.
get frankincense and it's from a green lab and they're making this stuff and you're buying frankincense for 12 bucks, run the other way. Don't buy it. It's not frankincense, right?
Right. Yeah.
And
They must
that's
add something to it to make it that.
synthetics, fillers, carrier oils. So that's on the essential oils. That's one tip. Did you ask for 3 tips or 1 tip? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that is very, very good answer.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure that
So
the audience can take away something from that. Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
definitely a wealth of knowledge.
For sure. So tell me 3 tips about what you do.
Yeah, so definitely about relationship. Well, as you know, I'm a spa therapist, so I massage a lot of people, like 1,000 something people throughout the 21 years of service. I like to encourage couples, especially, to massage each other. Or if you are single, especially when you're brokenhearted, you feel quite depressed and sad, go and massage yourself. I teach couples how to massage each other for relaxation and intimacy, and give them couples coaching and products as well to support their romantic ambience. So it's really, really important to get that connection, to get that touch, so you can
That's
definitely
skin to
love
skin.
yourself. Love yourself by giving yourself a massage, or better still, call a professional massage therapist to come to your home. or when you're allowed next time, come to a spa so you
Yeah,
can
there you
get the
go.
whole shebang sort of like experience, or
Exactly.
massage your partner, because they will feel very, very loved by you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love
Second
it.
tip will be, shake your silly out. I call it shake your silly out. You mentioned about movement. You need to move your body, breathe fresh air, even though you're in lockdown. So I encourage for my people to dance. Just shake your silly out. Put loud music. Just shake that pent up energy out.
Yep,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
then,
And laughter.
yeah, do it together with your partner. So it doesn't matter how bad you look. I'm not a dancer. I dance. I don't know. Do you know what my husband said? Oh my God, Ingrid, we went out clubbing during our date, and then I just hang on to a pole, and I close my eyes, and fuck anyone else, fuck everybody else. I just grab that pole and I dance.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so good. It's
And
fun, right? You got to have fun.
Oh, definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
I just lost myself. I don't need drugs. I don't need ecstasy. I just need a pole, good
Yeah.
music, and then there you go.
The rest is history.
It's history.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah. And the last one is create a romantic and relaxing ambience for yourself. So, with candles, with essential oils. I mean, you love your essential oils, and there's the diffuser there. Anything that you can create that romantic or relaxing ambience using candles or whatever, or soft music to relax yourself. It's definitely good, because people are living under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress lately, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's great to relieve that stress that way.
And you need to have that area um, in your room, in your house, that spot that's kind of like just
Your Zen
relax.
zone. I call it my
Yeah.
Zen zone.
Yeah, and you need that. And a lot of people forget about that. And it's kind of it's kind of interesting that you bring that up, because that's important. That's important for anything that's just normal life, that you need to have that. And we're lucky enough we have that in our room. We have an infrared sauna. We have a
Uh-huh.
massage table in there. So you're talking about
Nice.
massages. So we do protocols with essential oils and stuff like that, which gets
Yeah.
to your touch and stuff like that, and massage and stuff like that. So it's important to do that. Um,
Yes.
and even with your kids. So I have a 11-year-old son and I have a 15-year-old daughter. So we do protocols on them as well. And
Mhm.
it's that bonding, it's that
Mm,
touching, right? So it's
yes.
it's important. That's another good reason why to use natural products,
Yeah.
right? Because that touch, that heal, is part of the healing process.
Yes, the
Your
touch is
energy,
definitely very healing. That's why
yeah,
during the
your
lockdown
energy,
period, I feel like I'm missing something big time. Well, probably because I touch God knows how many people a day normally, and during
yeah,
lockdown, I was banned.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure. But your energy, like if you're doing 5 or 6 massages a day,
Yeah.
that's a lot of energy being pushed out to other people and
Yes.
not enough energy coming back to you,
Oh no,
right?
believe it or not, people
Yeah,
give me energy, so I
for
feel the
sure,
best when I'm actually working.
for sure. Well,
Yeah.
you're probably getting good and bad energy, right? You're probably getting both.
Yeah,
So hopefully
definitely.
more good than bad.
Right. So
Yeah.
now, people, I would like to invite you to guess two statements from Scott. Now, which one is true? Which one is false? Scott said that you can take peppermint essential oil internally. Number two is you can take oregano essential oil internally. I think
Oregano.
oregano, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
the correct pronunciation.
So oregano
Oregano.
is actually what you put in like pasta sauces and stuff like that. It's a cooking.
Uh-huh.
It's a cooking oil, but it's actually so more than that. But we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm guessing number two is correct.
Well, both are actually correct.
Ah,
However,
yes.
however, peppermint you can take just underneath your tongue just by itself.
Yeah,
So if you have head tension or something like that, you can take peppermint in your hand,
yeah.
put a drop, and put it on the bridge of your mouth, and it'll actually help relieve head tension. That's
Ah,
peppermint,
yeah,
right? But it's got to be a pure therapeutic grade essential oil for you to do that.
yeah,
That's my little notice. Don't put essential oils into your mouth unless you understand this and you are using the right oils.
yeah.
Oregano,
Yep.
funny story, you can take it internally, but you need to put it in a glass of water with like a shot glass of water, like maybe 1 drop or 2 drops, because it's a hot oil. So
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
that we were working with a friend, he's actually a doctor.
Right.
And we said he was having a little bit of a sniffy, kind of a little bit of a cold, so he was working on that. So it's like, well, yeah, we take some oregano. So we went away, the oregano sitting there. He actually took 2 drops of oregano straight into his mouth
Yeah,
without the water. He forgot the water step.
yeah. So no,
His
no
eyes were,
dilution, straight on.
oh man, his eyes were blistering red. He's like, hot, 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 because it's such a hot oil, right?
Yeah,
And this is the purest potent. It's like, it's unbelievable how hot it is. It's like the hottest pepper, and it's in your mouth. So we're giving him milk, we're giving him all these things to try to calm his mouth down. He was crying because he was laughing, but it was so hot.
yeah,
So mental note, people. Yes, you can take oregano internally,
yep,
but you got to make sure you have a water and just 1 drop, and away you go.
yeah.
So
Fantastic.
that's the story.
Yes. Sometimes we learn by our mistake, isn't it?
Absolutely. So true or false for Ingrid
Mm,
is, I hope I have the right one here. Is this the cookie one?
nope.
Nope. Okay, 1 second here. I know you sent me 2 of them. So yes, here we go. Ingrid's 5-year-old daughter cut a special package with a steak knife. Or Ingrid's husband cut a special package with a steak knife. Which one's true or false? I'm going to go with your husband.
My husband, it's
Yeah.
incorrect.
Ah.
It's my little daughter. Well, back then when she was 3, she's 5 now. Back then when she was 3, we're in a different house, and then my eldest, my husband, and I were working on something, so we didn't pay attention. And then when I turned my back to the lounge room, I saw, oh, what is that? It was a piece of poo, long poo, on the carpet in the lounge room, being cut into half. And guess what? There's a tool of action, which was a steak knife next to it. And I thought, oh my God. And then I turned my head, and there was my 3-year-old butt naked right over there, and then put the 2 pieces together. It's like, oh no, she did something on the lounge, on the carpet, on the lounge.
Oh my gosh, that's
And she
hilarious.
cut it with a steak knife. Probably she got the steak knife from the kitchen, dirty steak
Absolutely.
knife from the
That's
kitchen.
quite the package.
Oh.
That's
Her
hilarious.
tool of action, you mentioned something about tool. Her tool
Yeah.
of action was steak knife. And guess what? There is nobody ate a steak that night.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's the wrong steak you want to touch. That's hilarious. That's good. That's really good.
Now, Scott, one last question before I close.
For sure.
Because of our new name, especially, relaxed and raunchy relationship. So how do you add relaxation or add raunchiness to your relationship?
So we use essential oils.
Uh-huh.
So our relaxation, so we actually have protocols that we do on each other for my wife and I. And then
Yeah.
obviously we have protocols that are not that kind, but it's to help with our immune system and boosting our immune system and stuff like that. So, but
Yeah.
there's other essential oils
Yeah.
that you could use to help with that sort of stuff with relationships, intimacy and stuff like that, which is great. So we have a massage bed, like I said, in our bedroom with
Yeah.
right beside our sauna. So when the kids go to sleep, whatever, we'll do our protocols with each other, massage each other, and it's one is you're getting the benefits of the essential oils, and you're getting a little massage in there too. So you're getting that skin to skin reaction. So it's nice. So it's good.
Wonderful.
It's really good.
That's
And what
great.
about yourself?
Well, um, I like to receive massage from my husband, yes, but because he's not a massage therapist, he said, "Oh, after 2 minutes, my
Yeah,
thumb." so, so he's a master using a machine, like a
yeah, there
thumper
you go.
machine. We call it ET because it looks like it has two eyes. We call it
That's
ET.
hilarious.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he's a master in that, whereby I give him a proper massage.
For sure, for sure.
That's the benefit of having a spa therapist as a wife, right?
Absolutely. That's so good. That's perfect.
Cool.
That's so
So
good.
beautiful people, we're getting to the end of our podcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening to our collaboration today. We hope that you learned a thing or two about practical things that you can do to de-stress, make you more relaxed, add raunchiness into your relationship, and empower yourself in what you do today and beyond. So if you need more support about essential oils, please connect with Scott. How can they do that, Scott?
For sure. That's great. And thank you so much. I just want to say thank you for having me on the show. It's been awesome. We had so much fun. You can
You're
reach me
welcome.
at Scott at dooilstribe.com. The website is dooilstribe.com. Love to connect with you. You can find me on Facebook as well. Scott Manduck is my name. And if you need anything to do with massages or spas or anything like that other stuff, you know where to reach Ingrid.
Yeah, so if you need more help with your relationship issue, please connect with me. Now, remember, you don't have to wait until you're on the verge of a divorce to see a relationship coach because prevention is better than cure. You
Yeah,
are most
absolutely.
welcome to stalk me online. No threats. You can
Yeah.
stalk me online, no threats. Book a call. Book a call to ask more questions. Just pop your details on my website, www.kahyangan.com.au. That's KAHYANGAN, kahyangan.com.au. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ingrid Galloway. And I look forward to connect with you again next time. I have more uplifting and fun chat, just like this one, with more local and global business owners. Because I really believe that this is the perfect time for us to connect and support each other as human beings, right? So
Absolutely.
keep well and lots of love. Thank you so much, Scott, for
Thank you so
today.
much for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye now.